Hey everyone, it's Brian here. I'm awake. Are you? And we got some things to talk about today. Before we get into it, just make an announcement here. A couple of things. First, yesterday's video, I mentioned in that video, went back and rewatched it. Extraterrestrial aliens, I think I said, or extraterrestrials. I want to correct that because there's no such thing as extraterrestrial aliens. They're interdimensional demons that go from an unseen realm into our realm back and forth. The orbs that you see around in the skies, the lights that flicker and change shapes, I believe those are just demons. And then you got the Nephilim with their spaceships, and you got the world, especially the U.S. and other countries that have the V-shaped looking ships are probably our technology, reverse engineered. So they're just demons. It's all demons. It's all a lie. It's all to make us, when we disappear, to give the world a reason why we're gone. It's the great delusion is being set up with all this YouTube videos of demons and aliens and all this stuff. It's just to get people distracted, to be looking, instead of looking at God, they're looking at aliens. Instead of searching for the truth of their life, which is hidden in Jesus Christ and Him crucified, they're looking into demonic forces, not even knowing what they're doing. And so I want a correction there on that. And then the other thing is tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, Saturday morning, tomorrow morning, we're going to go live at 8 o'clock in the morning instead of 7. So you guys can sleep in a little longer. I know it's pretty early, 7. So tomorrow we're going to do 8 o'clock, and we're going to talk about things that are probably going to happen, that haven't even happened yet, and things that have been happening. There's a lot to talk about. So there's not going to be a lack of things to talk about. So this tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock, Pacific West Coast time, California. So now we're going to get right into it today. And this is on the Daily Mail. Now, I say this all the time. I said it yesterday. I don't believe in coincidences. Okay. Look at the last week. Let's just look at the last 7 to 10 days. Week, a little more than a week. What's been going on? I mean, there's a lot going on. I don't have hours to tell you everything. You know a lot of it. Israel and the U.S. have started arming to attack the Houthis. Even before that, the U.S. has been bombing the Houthis a lot, taking out their leadership, taking out their military installations, and then the Houthis been firing back against the U.S. in the Gulf and firing at Israel. I have unconfirmed reports Houthis sent a ballistic hypersonic missile into Tel Aviv in the Ben Gurion airport. Report has it that it struck. Some say it got shot down. I don't know. So things are escalating. We got the U.S. sending our stealth bombers over there, 18 aircraft for refueling, the F-17 stealth fighter jets over there in the Middle East, another carriers over there in the Middle East. A lot of you guys know this. I'm just painting a picture for you, which you already know. You got that going on. And Israel's fighting in Lebanon, it's fighting in Syria, it's fighting in Gaza, and the Houthis, and then the threat of Iran's going to be attacked at any moment with the U.S., and I think that's going to happen really soon. That's what all the buildups for in the Middle East. Okay, got that out of the way. Then you got, all of a sudden, they find all these structures under the pyramids in the Giza. We've talked about it already, right? That's going on. And then you got the UAPs, the UFOs, whatever you want to call them, coming out of the water over our military installations all over the world, not just military installations. You got that going on. And it's every day. You can't get away from the UFO thing. It's all over the internet every day. It's happening every day. Videos are coming in every day of these craft or these orbs, whatever you want to call them. I talked about it earlier. All happening right now. And it's increasing. If you notice, the UFO thing is just in our face every single day. And now you got this. Daily Mail. It's on the Daily Mail. You guys, you can't make this stuff up. Secret CIA files claim Ark of the Covenant has been found. Location in the chest believed to be contained the Ten Commandments has been a long mystery, but the CIA documents claim the Ark of the Covenant has been found. According to the Bible, the Ark of the Covenant was built by the Israelites shortly after they fled Egypt around 13 BC. Moses then placed the Ten Commandments inside. The CIA conducted experiments in the 1980s with individuals who claimed they could perceive information about distant objects, events, or other people. The report details one of these tests where remote viewers, they're called remote viewers, number 032, was given coordinates to locate a target, and they described the Ark of the Covenant hiding in the Middle East. They were given coordinates to this object, but they weren't told what they were looking for. Some historians believe the Ark of the Covenant was originally kept inside the Holy of Holies, the innermost chamber of the ancient Temple of Jerusalem, before it disappeared during the Babylonian sack of Jerusalem in 586 BC. There's also alleged that the artifact was taken to Ethiopia and now resides in location in a local church. Evidence that the chest existed has yet to be found, but the CIA documents declassified in 2000 claims it was discovered in 1988. This is the remote viewer calls it the target. The target is a container. The container has another container inside of it that the document states. So now we're going to get down into the document. Here's the document. This is what the remote viewer is seeing. And remote viewers, for another term, a seer, demonic empowered person, be able to see objects at great distances. Has that ever happened? Just stop right there. Let's just take a little side trip here. Has remote viewing ever happened in the Bible? How about Jesus seeing Nathanael under the tree? He wasn't there under the tree, but he saw Nathanael under the tree. What did Jesus say to his disciples? Greater things will you do. We have so much power at our disposal, born again believers. We don't. I know. I'm speaking to right now. I know who I'm talking to. Very godly, spiritual people who have been following the end times for a long time. Some of you who know the word. I know you guys do. I see the comments. Very godly men and women here on this channel. Very educated. Very spirit-filled men and women too. Greater is in us who is in the world. So if what's in the world is doing that, we can do greater because who is in us. We have so much power at our fingertips through the gifts of the Spirit. A lot of times the attack of the enemy makes us feel unworthy to even step out in the gifts because we feel so bad about ourselves or feel like we're a hypocrite because of our lifestyle. It doesn't change the fact the power of God lives in you. Jesus says, greater things will you do. We're living in a time where born again believers need to do the greater things. The world needs to see the power of God. The world needs to be saved. The world needs to know that God is alive and well in his people on this earth. So let's go on to this, back to this article. The target is a container. This container has another container inside of it. The target is fashioned of wood, gold, and silver. The target is similar in shape to a coffin and decorated with seraphim. This target is located somewhere in the Middle East, as the language spoken by individuals present seemed to be Aramaic. Visuals of the surroundings buildings indicated the presence of a mosque domes. Individuals in the area were clothed in virtually all white, had black hair and dark eyes. One figure I homed in on wore a mustache. The target is hidden underground. Dark and wet were all aspects of the location of the target. The purpose of the target is to bring a people together. It has something to do with ceremonial, homage, the resurrection. There is an aspect of the spirituality, information, lessons, and historical knowledge far beyond what we know now. The target is protected by entities. I'll just read that one more time. The target is protected by entities, didn't say humans, and can only be opened now by those who are authorized to do so. This container will not and cannot be opened until the time is deemed correct. Once it is time to open the container, the mechanisms of the lock system will be found to be fairly simple. Individuals opening the container by prying or striking are destroyed by the container's protectors through the use of a power unknown to us. I don't have a lot of videos left to make. I don't know the number, the days of videos. I don't even know if I upload this one today. And if I do, will I be here tomorrow to upload another one or to have the live tomorrow? I don't know. I can't tell you. I can't tell you 100% that we're going to be here tomorrow. Not because we're going to die, because we're going to be changed in the moment of the twinkling of an eye at the last trump. Maybe you'll be visiting some relatives tomorrow at a cemetery that you've lost some loved ones, or today. And next thing you know, if they're born again, they're standing next to you. Hey, what are you doing here, Larry? I'm waiting for the rapture. Hey, dummy, it's happening right now. Hence, I'm standing next to you. A lot of times this stuff is given out on YouTube, on different podcasts and different platforms on YouTube and on the news. And it's given out as information. And it is information. But what's this information tell a born-again believer? Is it a coincidence this is coming out now? Is this true? I don't know. I can tell you one thing that's true. What the Bible says, the Antichrist will go into the temple and declare himself to be God in the middle of the tribulation. There will be a temple because he has to go into one. So it's going to be rebuilt. The Temple Institute, I've been there in the early 2000s. I've seen it. They already have the artifacts. They already have the young men, the Levites, to do the ceremonials. They have all that. They have the red heifer. Oh, no, Brian, they don't have the red heifer. They found some white hairs. Oh, come on. You sure don't hear much about that anymore after that came out, right? You know they have those red heifers. You know they've already probably sacrificed them. They got their ashes all ready to go on a shelf somewhere in somebody's back lot, somebody's storage room in the kitchen. Who knows? They got them somewhere. You think they're not going to tell you they sacrificed? They tried to do that in 2023 and it created a war, which Israel's fighting right now. Everything's ready to go. And on top of that, you got Israel and the United States ready to take out Iran and fighting the Houthis as I speak. And Israel's fighting on 4 fronts as I speak. Rockets coming into the Israeli airport. Hypersonic missiles. I mean, and now this? Why is this released right now? And it's been out since 2000? Timing. With God, timing is everything. His timing is perfect. You think I know you don't think this, it's just rhetorical. You think that everything going on in the world is just happening? It's just happening? No, it's not. Everything going on in the world right now is God moving people around to make everything happening is happening. God's putting into the mind of the Houthis to rocket Israel, to rocket the United States. God's doing that, Brian. He would have Israel's enemies put in their mind to attack them? Yes. To show his power. What happened when Egypt said no to letting Israel go? And what happened when Israel finally left Egypt? Who put it in the thoughts of Pharaoh to go after them into the sea? Was that their thoughts? God is moving everything around. He's bringing everything out. He's doing it for the world to get it ready for the tribulation. And we're able to see it. And we know what it is. The rapture is about to happen. Period. Rapture's about to happen. What else is about to happen? We setting up for a banquet? Yeah, I guess we are actually in heaven. No, on the earth. They're saying peace and safety? Yeah, the golden age. Well, the golden age is full of nukes. The golden age is full of, bombers and attack aircraft and violence. That's the golden age. That's what's happening. I have articles, maybe I'll read tomorrow on the live, about all these countries arming for Armageddon, getting ready for World War III. There's other stuff going on in outer space I just left out today, on around our planet, that I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I just picked this one thing because I thought, it was pretty significant. I know it's been out there for like 24 hours, a little longer. I'm not giving you information. I'm making a point. Rapture's about to happen. CNN and Fox, they're going to give you information, but they're not going to tell you, get ready to meet your maker. Jesus is about to come in the clouds. That's what this channel is about. This isn't just about information. This is about the Spirit of God moving around the whole world. This is about a body of Christ called the saints of the Most High. That's what this podcast is about. And we are about to go to heaven. If you can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. You think with the current situation, with the nukes and the wars, the rumors of wars, the technologies we've got, the stuff coming upon this earth from outer space, you really think we got a lot of time left? If you don't see it, then your head's in the ground. You need to take it out of the ground and look up. Your redemption is drawing nigh. The world, take the Bible aside. The world's about to destroy itself. And the only reason it has not is because the restrainer, the Holy Spirit in us, is keeping it from happening. And when we're gone, that safety valve for the world is removed. And all hell will break loose, literally. And have they found the Ark of the Covenant? Is this where it is? I don't know. My point is, why they bring this out now? Because they're setting it up. They're doing this on purpose. The lie, why we're gone. The structures in Egypt under the pyramids, they just brought that out a few days ago. Now this, hey, you can't make this stuff up. It's like they're going to the Bible and reading it. Hey, we need to do this and say this right now. That's exactly what's happening. The aliens took us away. That's all this stuff on aliens is all over the internet. It's just increasing. That's the lie. I can tell you right now, that's the lie. That's the delusion they're going to give people while we're gone. And God's going to give them over to the delusion to believe something that's insane, but they're going to believe it because God's going to give them over to believe it. Those who will not call upon his name. Those who call upon his name are not going to believe it, not take the mark, and be killed for it. But right now, we're in the grace time of the age, right? We're right before all this happens. We are a blessed generation to see this happening. I can't see us being here much longer. If we're here next year, I'll be shocked, but we could be. I'm not going to set a date on this channel. I will not do that. But it says in the scriptures, you'll know the season. Why would Jesus say, look up? Why would he just say, look up when you see these things? To let us know, when you see all this horrible stuff going on, don't worry. I'm going to come back and take you home. At that moment. We are at that moment. Right now. No doubt. 100%. 100%. That moment could be today. And if I don't see you tomorrow in the live, I will see you more than alive in the clouds. This is your brother Brian out. Bye-bye.